Obviously, a big game this weekend with Duke, team that seems to be playing really well here the last couple games. Don't know how Marvin Bagley, whether he'll be playing or not, but they're playing at a really high level here these last couple games. Grayson Allen looks to be back in great form. They're just, as you would expect with their team, they're kind of hitting their stride. I think we all go through lulls. I think sometimes people expect Duke to never lose a game, and so we know that they're going to come in here very hungry and playing at a very high level. And I thought our guys competed pretty well down at Florida State. We obviously gave the game away with some poor turnovers, but when you go back and look at how we played in terms of our preparation and the competitive nature that our team showed, it was really, really good. We actually got 7 of our 8 game goals. Obviously, the turnover one being the one we didn't. And I don't know if I've coached a game where we've done that well in all the other factors and then not won the game. So I wasn't displeased with our performance. I thought our guys performed hard and well in terms of what we tried to do in the game. But obviously, the turnovers proved really costly, and we weren't able to close the game out, so that's disappointing.
All right, what's the status of Shelton?
I haven't talked to the doctors. I would assume it's unlikely that he'll play right now, but I haven't talked to anybody today. I'm going to do that here basically as soon as I really came right from my car to this press conference. Obviously been gone all day, so. But I think it's unlikely that he'll be out there practicing today at all, and unlikely that he would play on Sunday.
Do you go about the approach any differently if you were to get word that Bagley was out? Does that change the preparation at all?
Not a lot. We'll prepare like he's playing, but they're not going to run. They don't run a different offense when he's in the game and things of that nature. Your team is mostly who you are right now, and you're what you believe, how you want to coach, how you want to play. We know that they've been playing some zone lately, a good bit. And they've mixed in man and zone throughout the season. So we got to prepare for both of those things. And then offensively, they've got a package of things that they run that highlight their best players, and we try to do the same with ours. So I don't think it drastically changes how you prepare in any game. Go ahead.
I was going to say, how about with Shelton?
Yeah, I think it's, for me, the bigger concern for me is just our team, and mostly that's what coaches are thinking about, is not, you are worried about who you're playing and certainly putting a plan together, but you're worried about what your team looks like, and we'll adjust again. We've had to do it already, and our guys have done well with it for the most part, and you hate for anybody to be hurt right now. This is a exciting time of year, fun time of year, great games. You want your guys that are your best players and the kids that have worked extremely hard and put in the time and have experience to be out there. But we've got a lot of other guys on scholarship, and it's their turn to step up and play and do good things.
Coach, you haven't lost back-to-back games all season. Tough to do in this league. Do you think this team's really demonstrated the ability to put the last game behind them, both after a win and a loss?
Yeah, I think that's what it's shown is, whether we've won or lost games, I think our guys have, one of the things I've been really pleased with our guys is our approach. I don't think there have been many times this year when we haven't approached the game the right way. We haven't won them all, but, I think the way we've practiced leading into games and our approach as games are being played are good. And, outcomes are going to happen certain ways. That's why, I wasn't so displeased with our guys' performance. Obviously, I was disappointed because of the way we lost the game. But when you look at our approach to how we wanted to play and our effort and, the stats of the game and in the things that we measure, our guys perform well. So hopefully that will continue. We'll have to try to do that again to beat a talented Duke team.
Coach, Duke likes to shoot the three, obviously. How confident are you in your ability to guard on the perimeter?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's so many things to worry about when you play those guys. They've got, pros down low that can score. They've got guys that make threes. They beat you off the dribble. I mean, you just try to defend them as best you can, make them take a tough shot. And, you know, sometimes in this league that's not good enough. Guys make tough shots. You know, it's funny. You know, I go back and watch the film, and Florida State probably made three. Phil Kofer especially made three shots that were just incredibly difficult shots down the stretch. And you look back at it, and our guys guard him as well as you can guard him. A guy makes a big-time play. That'll happen on Sunday. They're going to have guys that, you know, are big-time players, and they make guarded shots. But, you know, the hardest part of that is you got to have the resolve and the mettle to go back out there and fight again. And that's what we'll try to do.
Brad, you talked about the guys have done well when faced with adversity.
Mm-hmm.
Do you worry about a tipping point? Where,
No, not yet.
They get piled on,
Yeah.
piled on?
Yeah, I hope not. I don't think so. I mean, you know, you just want your guys to go out and compete, play as hard as they can, and do what you practice. And, you know, we had some breakdowns in that, certainly, in our last game, and that's what cost us. But, you know, that's why I keep coming back to the word approach. I want our approach to be good. You know, our mental focus, our approach to practice. You know, the spirit of this team has been really good throughout the season, and you know, was certainly severely challenged with Dante's injury, and you know, with Shelton's situation, it'll be another difficult factor. And you know, our guys just need to buckle down, and we need to practice well and get our minds right and get a plan together, and then go try to execute it.
You talk about guys having to step up, other guys on scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Who specifically fills in at that point guard spot for you?
Well, Clyde's a guy that'll get a good bit, but we'll have the luxury of moving different guys around. You know, Scott Spencer and AJ certainly could see more time than they've seen. You know, those guys, they won't play the point, but they might get more touches. Marquise can play some point for us. Gabe handles the ball well enough to be back there and do some things. You know, so we'll, you know, not everything we do is pure single point guard. We have multiple ball handlers handle it. You know, you saw some of that in the last game, and that'll continue. So, you know, we just got to figure out some ways. We might have to tinker a few things, but we'll work on that if we need to.
On TV, Shelton's injury situation, it looked pretty scary. You know, just
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that you've talked to him. How are his spirits right now? How is he?
Yeah, his spirits are okay. Like you know, I haven't seen him yet today, but I was with him yesterday when the doctors were with him, and his spirits were good. I mean, he's, you know, he still wasn't all the way, you know, back normal, but he was doing okay for a guy that's been through a lot. And you know, this won't be easy, but you know, he's a good kid. He'll be fine eventually.
Brownell seemed to be a little bit more aggressive in the first half the other night, looking for the three.
Just some of it's just the way the game's played. We did one thing for him and got him a shot, and then, you know, the way the game was played, he found himself open, and our guys got him the ball in a couple situations. And you know, we're not going to tell Mark not to shoot. I mean, that's what he does, and if he's got an open one, we want him to shoot it, and he did. And second half, he didn't play quite as much, didn't have as many opportunities, but it was mostly out of, you know, the way that Florida State was guarding.
But he shoots around 50% from out there. Is that something that you'd like to see more often from him?
You know, some of the reason he shoots 50% is because he takes the right shots. I think sometimes that's a big factor. You know, I think everybody, you know, then you see guys who are asked to do more and who end up with the ball at the end of a shot clock, and their percentages are lower, but it's because they're forced to take some tough shots, and that happens to a couple players on every team every year. You know, so I think Mark's percentage is high because he shoots the right shots, and that's what we want him to do.
You guys have shown such a good, propensity for staying on an even keel after a win or loss. The last couple of days, have you sensed any greater buzz? This is one of the more high-profile late in the season games you guys have had.
You know, it's funny. I mean, I guess I've done maybe a couple more talk radio things, but not much, to be honest with you. You know, we know it's an important game, and there's a lot of interest, and tickets are sold out, and that kind of stuff. But I mean, I wasn't on campus much today. I was here this morning. We met and watched some film as a team, and then I left mid-morning to go to Tanner Smith's father's funeral. But so I haven't been around today to kind of know what the buzz is. But I mean, yesterday was relatively normal day for us and what we're doing. You know, we didn't practice, so it's just kind of more of the same for the staff.
I know you got a few more days before all that comes up and all, and you got to talk to trainers, but is there a chance that Shelton could miss that Virginia Tech game too? Because
Yeah, there's always a chance. Absolutely. You know, again, I haven't talked to the doctors today, so it's a little premature of me to know exactly where it's at. You know, but I think right now my best guess would be doubtful for Sunday. You know, obviously no more tomorrow, and you know, the next week I can't tell you.
You are one of just 2 Power 5 teams that are still undefeated at home. How much can that do for your brand to really develop a reputation as having a strong home court?
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why we've done so well is we've won our home games, and we've had a lot of them. And then you have to go out on the road and, you know, do the best you can. We've won about half of those so far, maybe a little more than that if you count the non-conference. But certainly that's what we want. We want to create an environment with our fan base that this is a difficult place to play. I think it is, especially when we sell the place out and get it like it needs to be. I think this is a great home court. And, you know, somebody asked me this earlier in the year. It's funny, it's just now kind of beginning to feel a little bit more like home. I think last year it was kind of just by turning the court and the tunnel being in a different place and students in different places and, you know, not having the students kind of right next to you on this end zone like they've been ever since I got here. It has taken a little while for this to feel kind of like our place again. It felt like a new place, and maybe some of that was because it was not just 1 year removed; it was 2 year removed because we went to Greenville, you know, and so we were in old Little John, then we were in Greenville. Now you're kind of in new Little John. It's just different. You know, things feel a little awkward. I don't think Little John feels exactly the same when you're down at the court level. So that's been different.
Due diligence here. Everybody knows what's going on with the FBI investigation into college basketball. They said 8 of the 16 teams in the bracket Sunday may be involved. Is it?
What'd they say?
Not involved at all.
Say that again.
They said that 8 of the 16 teams might be involved in all of this that were released in the bracket Sunday.
Who's they?
The college reporters that were at the meetings yesterday said it could turn college basketball on its ears. But Clemson, you haven't heard from anybody, or is
No.
anything you say on any of that?
No.
Was it not involved?
No, nothing. Haven't heard from anybody.
all good.
Anybody else?
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.